What's up, everybody? Welcome back. We got the enthusiastic intro this time. I am awake. It's a little bit different time for us to be filming, and we have a special episode today. We decided that this week we're going to go a different direction because the Super Bowl is coming up, and you know what the Super Bowl means? Not just football, but glorious and terrible advertising. All on TV for the world to see. And I reached out to Luke and I said, hey, our original idea, scrap it. We're not doing it this week. Let's do last year's Super Bowl ads, go over them, let people watch the videos, and we'll break it down and kind of dissect, what we like, what we didn't like, why it worked, why it didn't work, X, Y, and Z, all that good stuff, right? And next week, just so everybody knows, we're going to have a guest on. So we'll have that coming for you. And the week prior, we'll probably do this again in a little bit of a different format, because then the Super Bowl ads will all be out and we'll be able to review them.
Absolutely.
So I think that'd be fun.
I agree. And I think even I can imagine the small, medium business owners going, why should we care? And I think there's a lot of timeless life lessons that you can learn from advertising, especially what you should do and what you shouldn't do. And I feel like the Super Bowl ads are a great example, because how much money gets put into these ads? You may know the number. I've forgotten it. How much would an advertiser spend to get this slot for the Super Bowl?
They spend $7 to $8 million for 30 seconds.
So they're going to have to think about it, right?
Yeah. And you have brands putting in many, many millions into this entire campaign, because nowadays it's not just the spot that you get and having to film it, right? That's multiple millions probably already. But you have the social promo, you have the PR promo, you have out of home promo. Like, you've got promos everywhere across all platforms, right? So you're spending money on multiple different places. I forget who it was, but I saw a report yesterday that said there's a certain company spending $1 billion on their entire Super Bowl campaign. And it started like last week. Then they've got stuff every week leading up to, then they've got something leading up after. So it's like a month-long campaign. They spent like $1 billion on it. It's nuts. So this is the time of year. This is the advertiser Super Bowl. But Luke, I'm pumped, dude. I'm pumped. This will be fun, a little bit different.
Nate, I mean, look, I'm representing the UK and the British here, so I'm still learning what American football is, but I'm getting there. I've watched a couple of Super Bowls and I'm still always confused, but I get the principle of the game. Have the ball and score, or touchdown. Sorry, it's touchdown, isn't it?
Touchdown.
Oh.
6 points for a touchdown, 1 point for a good kick, and then 3 points for a field goal.
But is there not a 2-point thing as well?
There's a 2-point conversion as well, which you defer your extra point kick and you go for 2 instead.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Maybe that's the episode. Teach me Super Bowl. No, I'm kidding. No, American football. Teach me American football. But let's share the screen. Let's get the first ad.
Dorito.
Yeah.
Luke, what do we think?
I think it's a great example of a humor ad. And I think it's stupid and silly, and which makes it perfect, right? It's a great call out to their type of audience, and it's to be bold, right? And you can imagine that when they made that ad, they were like, how can we show boldness? And it's the fact that this alien is trying to steal these Doritos, which again is it's a very clever, subtle, but not bias, but heuristic they're playing into is, if the alien wants this, then it must be good, right? It's a very clever, subtle act, but beautiful as well. What do you think?
Yeah, I love it too. One, because of the humor and obviously it speaks to their audience, but two, they actually, this is perfect because they had a contest, right? Where everybody who likes Doritos goes and makes their own Super Bowl ad, and Doritos takes the best one and uses it as their Super Bowl ad. So this is actually a real submission from somebody who just likes Doritos. Like, this isn't basically produced by Doritos or anything like that. It's all from their audience, which is awesome. Like, I think that's super cool. Yeah. And to have a community and a culture like that where you can, reach out to your audience and people who love your brand and your product and have them do it for you. I mean, you save that much on production cost.
And then also you get the sentiment online as well, and people feel like they have a chance to win. And yeah, that is a great way to get customer buy-in to the advertising you're making, right?
It's awesome. All right, ready for number 2?
Yeah.
We're out of Pringles.
Just blow in the can. Do it.
I'd like to thank our fans.
Are those mustaches?
Yeah. I'm just gonna go to the store.
I think you got my.
I like it.
Luke, what do we think?
I don't know. I don't know. My gut doesn't like it. I don't know. Like, I just feel. I don't know. What do you think? I mean, I'm a bit like. I didn't really feel much there. I just felt. I know some very clever AI gens to remove people's kind of mustaches. I don't know. I just didn't. It didn't give me any feeling. What was your feel?
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that. When I first saw it, I'm even less of a fan now. I think it's just it's way too, I don't want to say unique and different, but it's way too above people's heads. Like no one looks at that and thinks, oh, I want Pringles. You just, their best commercial was the one where the guy got his hand stuck in the bottle, in the tube. Not this one. Because I come away from this one and I'm like, what does that have to do with anything?
It's not
It had
related.
nothing to do with the chips,
Not
which
related
is
to that
fine,
chick.
but it had everything to do with the mustache and way too fantasy-esque.
Agreed. It didn't. I don't think you watched that and kind of go, I remember that ad in 10 years' time.
No. I completely forgot about it until we just watched it.
And that was actually my first time seeing that particular ad. I haven't seen many of the Super Bowl ones, so I was no, I didn't enjoy that, to be honest. I think Pringles could do better there.
I think for them, like the direction to go is like they did with, similar, and not the same thing, but similar problem solution in terms of like people getting their hands stuck in the Pringles tube. Cause that's a relatable moment and experience that everybody has. Like getting Pringles is so hard sometimes, but they basically showcase like it's worth it because it's Pringles, like it's good. Right. And you're willing to do that for it. But this one you come away from and you're like, what did I just watch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Let's go on to the next one.
My gauge has changed. You see this? Ain't no way I'm making this flight.
Oh, you're making this flight. Hold my oikos. Okay.
Miles, can I get your autograph?
We can make it. Thank you. You're stronger than you look, JT.
I know. Now give me back my oikos, big guy.
Oikos is packed with complete protein to help build strong muscles.
What do we think?
I don't know. Maybe it's just my brain, but I feel like all these ads are way too fast. Like I know it's 30 seconds, but it just feels like there's not like a clear North Star metric of like what the sentiment. Like what are you? I don't have any feelings looking at that. I have no emotional. I have no connection to that. I just see there's nothing there.
It's not relatable. Like I understand and appreciate the concept that they're going for with, protein yogurt. But I think execution wise, there's a lack of relatability. Like nobody's, going to go look at that commercial and be like, oh, I can carry Myles Garrett on my back and my shoulders because when he needs to get to, his gate in time. It's like, I get what you're trying to get people to aspire and the hyperbole you're trying to convey, but I think it's not relatable enough to where people are going to sit and be like, oh, Oikos, like I'm going to be super packed with, or I'm going to pack myself with protein and be able to do all these different, like cool, strong things. Just not sure it's like culturally relevant enough.
Agreed. And I think also as well, it's like it just didn't hit. That didn't hit.
Agree.
I didn't hit.
I'm with you on that one.
I didn't hit. Okay. Come on. Next one's got to be better, please.
Ever since Reese's came out with their new chocolate lava big cup with a delicious layer of chocolate lava, people visiting the lava flows have been pretty confused.
That stuff looks delicious. I want to eat lava.
It looks so good.
Just a little taste. Don't eat lava. Eat chocolate lava. Get in my mouth, lava. Don't eat lava. Eat ooey gooey chocolate lava.
It's lava time, baby.
Don't eat lava. Eat new Reese's chocolate lava big cups.
I hated this one when I first saw it on TV. If I'm being real, but you're on mute.
Maybe it's like what's going on.
That's the frustration that I have with a lot of these ads. Is there's no juice and consistency in the content. It's like, let's do whatever's so stupid that will get the attention of children. The average age of a Super Watcher is like 38. They're gonna look at this and be like, "What?"
I just like I don't know what's going on, and I don't know if that's a good litmus test. But I'm confused. I understand the lava thing, or maybe they're trying to make a metaphor. I was getting that, but it's just I don't know, too obscure. There was too
agree.
absurdity there. I don't know, like you know what I mean?
I think it's very similar to the Pringles ad. Both of them kind of are in the same boat for me. Is like, what does that do for you? Like, maybe it's a little bit funny because it's corny, but it doesn't really speak to me as a good Super Bowl ad.
Yeah, no, I agree.
What do you think they could do to do better?
I think they've just got to tell a story. Like, that could be such a great nostalgia story, right? You could do like I don't know. I mean, I'm not really a video guy more. I'm more of static, but I think I would look at how can you maybe play on nostalgia more? Maybe could there be like a play on the fact that, you know, your grandparents have been having Reese's and, you know, it's passed down through a generation, I think just make someone feel something in those 30 seconds. I just don't think I don't feel anything when I saw that.
No. You don't even feel a laugh. There's no humor. It's not like the Doritos one where you're like when the guy got flung up and crossing around the room, that was funny to me.
Yeah.
So
I just disappointing here. Disappointing. Okay. Next one.
Mom, Dad?
We have something to tell you.
You have a twin brother we never told you about.
I'm sorry.
So? What's his name?
Other David.
You called him Other David. If there's two Davids, one has to be Other David.
Where is he?
Left him in America.
Are you
Beckham. Dave Beckham.
No way.
Hey, what'd you say your name was?
David.
Try one of these. That is the best buffalo wing in the county.
You eat buffalo?
No, it's just chicken. It was invented in Buffalo, the city.
So it's not buffalo.
You all right, man?
Still got it? Come on, guys. Sorry, it's a thing I do.
You drink Stella?
I have taste, David.
There's something I have to tell you.
My brother is a famous soccer player?
Yeah.
So how famous are you? Like Matt Damon famous?
Maybe Ben Affleck famous.
That's a shame.
there's parts of that one that I like, but overall it's, not a Stella commercial to me.
I mean, first of all, very good play on words there. Stella and Stella. I think it's interesting, right? I think for me, if someone says to me, you've got Matt Damon and David Beckham in your ad and your Stella Artois, and they've come to me, it's like, I would think, like, that's a very hard ad to do because they're two superstars, right? So I get the play on words, but I just, to me, it was like, at the end, quickly sneak in the fact that Stella is what pairs them together. It just felt rushed. That's what I felt watching that. It was like, we make all this great sentiment that, like, they don't know what buffalo wings are, and, they both can kick a ball really well, and it's like, and they drink Stella. Like, it feels like Stella should be more in that ad, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and to me, it's like, why have Matt Damon play another David Beckham? I don't understand that. I get it's like, they're two David Beckhams, very different, but then there's this one thing that unites them together. When you look deep into the, we understand that, but the average consumer doesn't understand that. So to them, they're like, what? Why am I watching Matt Damon and Dave Beckham pretend they're both Dave Beckham?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a classic, isn't it? It's celebrities plus trying to do humor.
Yeah. It's doing too much to me.
Yeah.
Trying to do way too much at once. And it's like, let's focus on, I think it was Dos Equis who has like the most interesting man in the world. Like Stella needs to take more of that route.
Well, it also doesn't really sell the product to me, if that makes sense. I don't feel the craftsmanship. I don't feel I don't know, like there's no sense of, okay, this is really smart, or this is this is craftsman, this is quality. It doesn't sell the features or the outcomes you get from drinking Stella. It's more like, hey, famous people, Stella, drink it. You know?
Yeah, I agree.
I don't relate to it. Like, I'm not, I mean, maybe some people relate to the fact they've got a lost brother in America. I don't know. But I don't know. Next one, though, 100%. But interesting.
Made
So
contact with a new alien species, and apparently they're foodies.
Oh, food is the worst.
Mr. Ramsey will need you to cook for them. You'll have access to everything the Area 51 test kitchen has to offer, including top secret alien cooking technology.
Wait, that's just a Hexlab pan. I've got these at home.
Unfortunately, it was leaked 8 years ago. The pan was developed using material from an alien spacecraft.
What?
Extremely durable, but low friction. Created to deal with a thick egg-like atmosphere.
You're saying the pan I used to fry my bacon is made out of flying saucers?
We don't have time for a science lesson, Mr. Ramsey. The alien ambassador is already here.
Whoa.
Not her. Him.
Hey, what's up, dude?
You're an alien?
All famous people are aliens.
I'm not.
I meant like really famous people.
Seriously?
Oh, yeah. Huh?
Not a lot of.
interesting. Out of all the ads we've seen so far, it's Doritos, number one. Number two would be this Hexlab one. I'll tell you why. I like the fact that the product is very much front and center in it. Compared to the others, where it's just like the mustache or whatever. I mean, this is like, you see the Hexclad, it's there. I mean, it's, I don't know, it's a difficult one, right? Because it's basically Ramsey plus sci-fi. I don't know, it's dramatic, it may be a bit, it's not, I didn't laugh, but the product is at the fourth show. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't love it.
But compared to what we've seen, though,
compared to what we've seen, yes. I don't love it, but I do like the fact that they did play into like the aliens like cookware stuff, because when I see Hexclad, that's the first thing I think of. So I think they did their research.
Yeah.
To understand, like, people see Hexclad and they think it's like alien because of the pattern or whatever. And I think it's great play in. I just think the execution's a little bit too far-fetched. It's too exaggerated to the point where it's like, oh, it's not even made from anything on Earth. It's like, okay, you're getting a little bit far out of reach here. We're not in a movie, we're in an ad. You need to make it realistic.
Can we just do a Super Bowl ad, Loki? I think we would be stressed.
Dude, there's somebody got to hire us down the road.
Well, I mean, but I feel like, we'll have to at the end give our full analysis.
The bar is so low. Like, there's some though that are bangers that I love in these, but the bar is so low. I don't know who briefs these and comes up with some of these ideas, but they're god awful, and I need to know who's sitting on the boards to approve this, because it's absolute garbage, some of them.
Yeah. Okay. Continue.
Let's get into the next one.
People know about my side hustle, male hand model. And now I just discovered these. Relax Fit hands-free Skechers slip-ins. Comfy shoes with a little extra room you don't need your hands to put on. I just step in and go with no bending down and no touching. And to be honest, I kind of love not using my hands.
Come on, Andy. No one peels like you.
Sorry, bro. I'm out the game. Go hands-free with Relax Fit Skechers slip-ins.
I don't know. Like, to be fair, I chuckled, so I'm not going to be too negative on that. I chuckled. There's a chuckle. I chuckled a little bit. I just think, I mean, I'm not the best at analyzing some of these ads because I'm not American, so I don't know who that is. I mean, who is that bloke?
It's Andy Reid. He's a football head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay, fine. So I'm assuming for some people that would be fine. Okay, fine.
Yeah, if you're watching the Super Bowl and you're in America and you're like into football, you know who that is.
What's your view then? Like, because you're the American in residence here.
I think the beginning was way too like out of touch for me, but I do like where they looped it back in. But like for me, that's a fairly decent ad. Like I would consider that one like solid, because they had me confused for a second and then they looped me back in and were like, oh, this is why he's like, he can still be a hand model or do whatever, because he doesn't need his hands to put his shoes on. He can make sure his hands are all dainty or whatever. I
Yeah.
think again, idea is correct. The execution, not quite there. Like you had the right direction, but you just didn't finish well with the execution in terms of like the basis of the idea. Like give me something around like, why quarterbacks don't catch the ball in the beginning of the game, give me something around like why people don't want to use their hands. Like, okay, nobody's a fucking hand model. Give me something that like people can relate to. A lot of it just comes down to there's no relatability in these.
I think this is the big theme I'm noticing. I think the also thing, you've got to look at the game you're playing. You have 30 seconds, right? You're also competing with phones and people watching on their TikTok while waiting for the ads to go, right? So there's lots of things you've got to take into consideration. So when you have 30 seconds, I think it's even more important to think about hooks, like the first 3 seconds. Make it relatable, make it understand. Like you want them to understand exactly what's happening in the first 3 seconds. I think what's happening with you and me right now, we're confused. I think that's the emotion we're feeling. We're watching this for 30 seconds and we're like, what have I just seen? Right? And I think that's often a lack of execution from the director, understanding, okay, what is the story we're trying to tell? And they're not telling a story. It's just like loud noise, bang, here you go, product, oh my God. Like, it's just, whoa. I think this needs to be slowed up. It's difficult because you have 30 seconds.
It is.
It's super difficult. I'm not saying I know the answers, but I think that's, yeah.
Hey, what happened to Fast Life? Not today. What? Are y'all kidding me?
I'll just say it. Ass.
Just like,
there's so many bad ones. It's so like hard to just get through these and watch some of them, especially because they're not even showing all the good ones. Hopefully they're in here, but like we got a good one coming up, but that was not good in my opinion.
Like, okay.
Like you watch that and you're like, what? What am I watching?
I think it's the feeling I have right now when I watch those types of ads. It's like, you can imagine they're sitting in a room and they're going, right, what's our budget for this? Cool. And they're just going, right. Well, they've got to their whiteboard and you can imagine they're like, this is their big innovative idea. It's like celebrities plus 30 seconds plus humor equals yes. And it's like, I feel like that's been the common theme. It's like, where are the celebrities? Let's just make it not relatable and just make it completely weird and wacky. Like, I just think these are complete. No, I didn't like it. But I like the reference to Fast and Furious. I enjoyed
like the reference. there's so much bad execution. It's tough to watch. It makes me cringe and it makes me go like, who is approving these? Who's coming up with these ideas? Who thinks this is like good?
We must meet them in Chatsworth and work out. They must be on too high on something, maybe on live.
Now, I will say, I believe the next one, not the next one. Yeah, the next one we're going to watch.
Is it a banger?
Is a banger. And I know Ogilvy did it. So we'll skip to this and watch the next one. But while this YouTube ad plays.
I mean, we can analyze this one, to be fair. Oh, yeah. I think I know this one. Was this Ogilvy?
Ogilvy did this one.
I can't believe they let us back in this place.
Why?
Hello?
Nobody remembers that.
Something wrong?
It's not doing it.
No good?
Nothing.
Well, we can't have that.
Yeah.
What's happening? Here we go. Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, boy.
So good. It's just. Woo.
Oh, this one's real.
Yes.
Lunch and a show, huh? How about that?
That is a sandwich. I'll have what she's having.
I'm competing with a condiment.
Didn't need Sydney Sweeney in that, but phenomenal. I didn't think
phenomenal.
I don't think you need. I mean, yeah, I didn't think you need her in that, but I think that's nostalgia. It's the clever little references. Not only using nostalgia in the ad, they also referencing parts of the like that. I mean, it's the scene, right? Perfect. People know the scene. It works. I think that's the important takeaway for that. Like people knowing in second.
Brilliant. I love this one. This is the best one we've seen, and one of my top 5 from last year. So for those who don't know,
You got this, man.
here we go.
Oh. Still too little, buddy.
So, a horse walks into a bar, and
And what? That's good. Yeah, that's really
That's
good.
another top 5 from last year. It's
That's what-
brilliant.
Because it's like it plays into kind of that is Budweiser at its best, in my opinion. That is everything you think about Budweiser beer. It's you can imagine the old American rustic farm. You can imagine the fact they've been delivering since 18. Like that's just great sense of history and yeah, that wow.
It's awesome. It's also it's the last scene is the funny part in my opinion where you get the laugh, but the first 2/3 of it are all story, and I think it's a little bit longer than that, but it's basically of just like you're too young to help out with Budweiser or to help bring the beer in for the horse, and then obviously the famous Budweiser Clydesdales. I think it's a beautiful ad, and I also love that they get right to the point. It's immediately for Budweiser because they show the scene where you got the Budweiser logo on top of the building, but it's awesome. I love that one.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. I think that's really good.
Should we let this one be the last one?
Yeah. No, that sounds good. Last one. Here we go.
Dad? What was that?
Verizon Transport Echo Charlie entering Cleveland.
Verizon Transport approaching New York.
Verizon Transport Alpha Kilo on approach to Chicago.
Verizon Transport on approach to Philadelphia.
Yo! Verizon Transport Oscar Zulu entering San Francisco.
Verizon is bringing the Super Bowl to 30 cities across the country with an experience like no other. Verizon Super Bowl Fan Fest, right on your home field. You win? Get your tickets today. Visit VerizonFanFest.com.
Interestingly, I liked the opening, hated the payoff. Loved the fact that I didn't know what they were looking at, so I was curious, which is relatable. Again, fundamental principle. What are they looking at? And then the payoff was crap.
Yep.
That's the best way to describe it.
I just don't know how great this is as a Super Bowl ad. And I think to your point, the beginning was not bad in terms of the way to draw in attention. What are they looking at? What is this about? Right? It's a good way to do it, but yeah, it's the execution is just very poor.
Yeah.
I think it's just like when you get to a certain point of Verizon's level, you just throw out, you throw shit at the wall and you get shit.
Yeah. I think fundamentally, my view would be there's actually a great life lesson here to be had for any brand at any scale and small to medium businesses as well, is that you've got to think to yourself in anything you make, where does it place itself in the funnel? Where, which audience would see this, right? You've got, again, the classic unaware, problem aware, product aware, solution aware, most aware, right? I think I may have added one on this one there. But if you go through that kind of kind of system of awareness, you can start to make really interesting points. And that, for example, was a great ad because for the first 3-4 seconds, I didn't know what brand it was, but I was hooked, right? So the curiosity at the opening of the first 3 seconds could work for any brand. That could work for anything, from a boutique to the biggest brands in the world. And I think that is where people go wrong in the first few seconds. Is you need to create relatability as quickly as possible. Do you not agree, Carson?
Yeah, I agree. And I do want to point out, like, I do like the fact that they started off with like different cities and football fans and whatever. And, you know, you didn't really know what it was about. Yeah. I mean, overall, well, the ones we looked at today, not the best from what I saw last year. If you have the time and you're watching this, go look at Jeeps from last year. Go look at Dunkin's from last year. Go look at Bud Lights. I think there's a couple more that I can't think of off the top of my head, but those ones are 3 of my top 5. The other 2 we watched. So go and watch those from last year, and we're going to do a deep dive into this year's as well. Not next week, but the following week after the Super Bowl. So we're pumped for that, and we'll be sure to show the best ones that we found, and we'll explain why. So we don't have to sit through all of the poor ads that we watched.
I think it's important as well for the audience to understand that and I think this is what I would love to say to any small to medium business is like, these companies have millions of budgets and they can produce crap, right? And I feel like if you are a small, medium business brand, we are living in a really exciting moment where you can use organic and you can test, make as much organic as you can, learn, iterate, do it 100 times, and then iterate off those 100, right? And I think, again, look, I don't know, I'd love to hear your view, but I feel like with these brands, not brands, but with the ads we saw, there was this, some of them had humor, or tried to anyway. They had that celebrity power. They had the nostalgia and those playful visuals. But I think the ones that I think will do well this year, and I'm hopeful there'll be more, is emotional storytelling. The heartfelt human narratives, right? Like that, I think will be really strong, especially in the AI backdrop. I think that's what a lot of these companies will double down on. We should have looked at Meta's one. I had some fun backstories about Meta's one. But yeah, but I'll tell you about that off camera. I've got some fun story for you about the match, about that Super Bowl ad.
That's awesome.
But yeah, look, I mean, first of all, this was slightly different from the episodes we do. But I think it's important. We just do different things. We've got to love what we make as well. And this is a great example of it. This is something that me and Carson probably do in our spare time, is watching ads. So yeah, I mean, look, a great episode, and we'll next week will be a fun one. Big guest.
Yeah. Big guest coming up next week. We'll talk about some good stuff, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this week's episode a little bit different. We'll be sure to bring the heat next week as well.
Hey, we always bring the heat.
Oh yeah. Appreciate everybody watching. Comment, like, subscribe. Send this channel and this video to anybody who you think might like it. And we'll see you guys next week.
See you next week.